Welcome to Alfred McAlpine Stadium for Super League 3. Next to last match of the season, Cass's last away match between Huddersfield Giants, Cass Tigers. Cass are out, so I hear their team. If I can speak above this noise, number 1, Collie. Away wild Huddersfield team, John. So Cass team, number 1 Collie, 2 Wellesley, 3 Frank, 4 the Assassin, 5 Mr Grumpy, 6 Brucey Boy, Gavin, 7 Viva Brad, 8 Diesel, 9 Jack the Blob, 10 Big Richie, 11 Frank Farmer, 12 First Harbour Bobo, and Archie at loose forward. Substitutes, ubiquitous, Nats, Lloyd and Raider. Huddersfield team. Fullback Danny Arnold, 3 quarters. Darren Simpson, Dean Hanger, Paul Loughlin, Andy Cheetham. Chris Ord and Bobby Gould in the halfbacks. Jeff Wittenberg, Danny Russell, Jamie Field the front row. Dave King, Jamie Fielden and Matt Sturm the back row. Ben Barton, Guy Adams, Basil Richards and Joe Berry. Now the replacements bench. And Mr Nicholson as a replacement himself for Billy. So Steve Nicholson for a Whitehaven referee. Perfect afternoon here at the McAlpine Stadium. He looks in brilliant, Nick. I'd love to be playing on there. So I could see plenty of points, hoping to gain revenge for that abysmal showing down lane when Huddersfield won the only away game of the campaign. And it's Huddersfield gets underway. Bobby Gould in. And here comes Big Frank for first touch. 3 men into him. Trying to get up, can't get up. Cass moving it long early on. Brucey Boy steps inside. Gets put to ground. Archie from dummy half. Gets picked up. Jack to the Assassin coming forward. Recovered after his knee knocked from last week. If he had to be out there, here comes Diesel, strong run. Yes, 3-try hero last week. Moving it down short side. Bobo, last tackle. Didn't want that. He's got a kick in. Oh, he took it well as Huddersfield wing on that far side, Simpson. So Cass not really a lot of progress in that first set of 6. Moving it long. Oh, Loughlin. Back to the referee. Should have been his swan song, I think, Lockers. Of his career, a magnificent career. Field coming forward. Slot leads books his Field. Russell in dummy half. Goulding moving it long. Oh, back inside. Wittenberg, ex-Bradford Northern. Brought to ground. Russell again. Here comes Sturm. Had a big season, I couldn't understand, for Huddersfield. Last tackle. Went down short side, Russell, chip out top. Wellesley gets to it, as ever. Wellesley, good run, good riposte from Wellesley. Wellesley does well. Plenty of travelling Cass fans give big reward for that as the claw comes in. Mr Grumpy gets took back. Frank Maloney for first touch. Trying to run across round Jamie Phelan, but Sturm gets him. Big Richie coming for a charge, but he's gone to Diesel on the other side. Diesel. Oh, swing from Wittenberg there. Big Frank Farmer. Frank Farmer goes for gap, finds a gap. Gets out halfway line. There comes Brad, Viva Bradford kick. Kicked it into space. Gonna have to play it. He's wing it. Clark can get to him. Cheetham. Good kick from Davies, that. Danny Arnold up from fullback. Gets out of all his challenge, but the claw brings it to ground. Goulding, long ball. Oh, return to Basil Richards. Gets brought to ground. Sorry, it's Simpson, the winger. Wittenberg comes straight up and down, gets flattened. Big Richie in there. There's Sturm, gets brought to ground. 3 Castleford defenders in there. There comes Bobby Goulding. Oh, decides to run it this time. Last towel coming up. Oh, Goulding for kick. Gets a good kick in. Right-footed kick. Collins got to get to it and play it. Goulding chases his own kick. Lockers brings him to ground. Comes the claw. Straight at Jamie Fielding. Gets brought to ground. Big Richie charging up. Back into Fielding, who brings him to ground. Gets a double up. That short side, Frank Farmer stepping inside one. Frank Farmer, still big Frank. Gotta give Ballsy away, Ballsy, oh! Magnificent play from big Frank Farmer. King go back, but superb run from Frank Farmer. Danny Orr goes outside, gets took to ground. He's been in unstoppable mood as Frank the last few games. Hatchet inside of Viva Brad. Gets brought to ground, gets ball away to Frank Maloney. Frank Maloney stepping and Silver gets ball away. Viva Brad. Switching play again. Hatchet still going. Brought to ground. Last towel coming up. Here comes Viva Brad for kick. Now then, the claw should get up to this one, does he? It's gone back to Walsh, he's going to score. Walsh has scored, the assassin. Mr. Grumpy got up to that one. Palmed it back. And familiar Cass Ploy. Done it many times this season. First points on board. Castleford, Huddersfield 0. The claw gets up. Mr. Grumpy and palms it back. The assassin backing up as ever. Quick to react at ball. Gone over White West for first points. About 8 minutes on clock. But big Frank Farmer made a magnificent break early on in that sequence that set up the field position. Magnificent kick from Davis. Can we get a Brucey bonus from Brucey to make it 6? So a good start. So here comes Gavin. Wrong side, but good goalkeeper, Bob these over. All Cass fans situated behind that post. Soon tell you as he leaves his buoyed. Pulled it. So it's Huddersfield Giants, Cass forward. Cass to kick off. So here comes Gavin to kick off. So here comes Gavin then. Gets plenty of height on it. Goulding's underneath it. Straight to Wittenberg, brought forward. Sturm, strong run. Fine found the gap, but Gavin gets to him. Bobby Goulding to Orr. Going for outside break, gets past Hatchet. Now then, Orr's in clear, can't get to him. Gonna score. Good try, good riposte from Huddersfield. Dean Anger got the pace, but it was Chris Orr who's met the break. Got it outside of Hatchet. Gone through as Collins got to Chris Orr. Dean Anger's got plenty of pace to burn, he's backing up. And a quick riposte from Huddersfield and make it 4 apiece. Just what Cass didn't want. Poor concentration from that kick-off. Allowed Sturm to come through. And they moved it wide. Goulding long ball. Oh, it's Orr who's done the damage. And that's Chris Orr, not Danny Orr. Both Orrs in opposition today. So here comes Bobby Goulding. Similar position to Gavin's this side. Struck it well enough. It's gone to the left-hand side, so both ball kickers off form with the first kicks, 4 apiece. But 11 minutes gone. Cass going to have to tighten the defence. Goulding a kick off. See this, get plenty of height and a good chase on this, I reckon. Kicks it deep. Viva Bradfield to Frank Farmer. Frank. Here comes Frank. 1, 2, 3 in again. This time gets brought to ground. Boo Boo on a charge. Boo Boo going across field, gets took back by Oren Hanger. And here comes Hatchett. Oren again. Big Richie charging up. Field in there. Russell. Big Richie gets took back. So, got a spring in the step of Huddersfield after that try. Boo Boo beats 1, but can't beat 2. Last tackle coming up. Goulding charges up for kicker. Good ball from Jack the Blob. Fins Gavin and gets a good kick in. It's turned Arnold. It's a super kick, is that? And Gavin's chase his own kick up. Arnold trying to get round him, and he does brilliantly, but he gets away to Simpson. Gets to 22. The assassin Jack and Diesel bringing the ground. Cheetham is brought to ground. Coming in off his wing. Sturm. Strong run. First penalty again. Got Cass offside. Within the 10. So Goulding fin touch. So that puts Huddersfield in that half, moving it long. Oh, that's a forward pass. They're not going to give it, but it's a knock on anyway, so Cass field the ball. Here comes Jack the Blob, getting out of the marker, trying to get round Wittenberg. Frank Maloney in dummy half. Goes from dummy half, leaves his hand out, hangs on to it. The Boo Boo goes off in Bloodbin, I think. Lloyd comes on. Here comes Big Richie. Carting it for him. Makes a break. Big Richie. Big Richie. Can he offload? Oh, just gets there till late. Does Viva Brad. Here comes Frank Farmer. Frank Farmer straining and going. Still going. Sturm hangs on. The assassin. Gavin. Lloyd. First touch. Hatchett back to Frank Maloney. Frank Maloney going for the line, gets brought down. That was last tackle. Cass went for power play. It is Bloodbin for Boo Boo as Simpson coming out of marker. Can't get away from Diesel. Comes Wittenberg, straight up and down. Shugs Jack Russell off. Jack comes out top. A little dig. With that short side Sturm stepping inside. Well tackled by Jack and Lloyd. And Cheetham gets penalty. Tell referee there at Cheetham. He said he's offside. He might have been, but let referee it. That's 2 penalties to 0. Huddersfield on attack. So it's Russell to Goulding, Field, brought to ground. Goulding in dummy half, finds Orr, out wide. King played it centre at Dark Lane. Remember that kid, ex-Warrington. Here comes Orr, straight ball to Wittenberg. Lloyd meets him, Diesel brings him to ground. Goulding dictating operations, moving it long. Field, ball back to Sturm, straight into the Assassin. Assassin flattens him. Fourth tackle coming down short side. Got numbers on here. I'm going to roll. Wide open there. Goulding short ball to Arnold. The Huddersfield in front. Cass defence. All at sea. Got a big Richie in the claws, took out this far side, walking for Arnold. 8 points to forward. Cass got to put the ideas up on defence, or on communication, should I say, because that poor communication. Big Richie left hand in centre here with the claw, but easy for Arnold. Any one or 3 or 4 Huddersfield men could have scored that. There's no easy games in Super League. And here comes Goulding, it's right side for him. Left hand side for a right-footed kicker. And it's a pretty good effort, it's over, the super kick. So that's Huddersfield 10, Cass 4. Plenty of points to come, but Cass have got to get the act together on defence and communication. Well, Goulding got to kick off. Cass finds themselves behind. So here comes Goulding, get the game back underway. Viva Brad'll field it off low to Lloyd. Lloyd bring it as far forward as he can, running round Dave King, and all gets to him to bring it to ground. And here comes Frank Farmer again, Frank Farmer, Frank's going again. Super run, Frank. Jack Russell's knocked on, bad mistake. Jack Russell's knocked on, realises he's made a mistake, he's not happy with himself. But that's a bad mistake. Super run again from Big Frank. But that's a bad mistake. Get a good attacking position here for Huddersfield. Goulding fields out to Orr. Laughlin coming out short ball. Well tackled, Colley and Gavin. Switching player, Goulding far side. Miss move, long ball. Simpson picks it up at first bounce. Viva Brad's got a cross there. Tell Frank Maloney bring him to ground. And there's Sturm again from dummy half, working hard early doors. Here comes Jamie Field. Gets knocked to ground. Fourth tackle. Goulding switching play. Frank Farmer followed him. Oh, he's lost it, has he? No, he hasn't. King just hangs on, he has now. Wells picks it up. So it's going to be Casshead and Pill. King's lost the ball. It's a no advantage to Cass. Frank Farmer's down. What's up with him? Get up, Frank. You want a bit of treatment. I don't know. He set off well as Frank. It was all right. Takes his place in pack. So that's Gavin a feed. Cass in possession. Colley up from full-back. Goes round Orr, but Laughlin takes him low. Here comes the claw. Steps inside field and hangs on to him, helper Lockers. Diesel for a charge. Diesel charging up. Wittenberg is opposite number in there. 1, 2, 3 men. Referee shouts held. Sampson trying to play it ball. Big Richie. Cass it forward. Cass not making a lot of progress as Huddersfield all over them. Trying to get a penalty offside. Side in front of Mr. Nicholson's face, Dave King. But Huddersfield doing a lot of laying on at the moment. Just upsetting Cass's rhythm. So here comes Viva Brad. Finn's touch on that far side. Now then Cass. Miss move to Big Richie. Big Richie, middle of park, steps one. 3 men brings him down. Field and Sturm. Jack to Gavin. Hatchett straightens. Steps out of 2. Good run, Hatchett. And a super run. Oh, just couldn't get ball away to supporting Frank Farmer as Viva Brad. Back inside of Lloyd. Oh, and the red waited for him there, did King. Jack Russell from dummy half to Diesel. Looking at where he left off last week. Brought to ground. All offside. Jack Russell goes down. Short side of Viva Brad. Long ball to Gavin. Gavin stepping and going. Gavin. Oh, it's just hung on to him. Oh, got ball out to Colley. Ball's got to go down. That's play on. He says no advantage, so it's going to be scrum down. Cass complaining that Huddersfield man had a Colley before he got on the ball. The good step from Gavin and just hung on to him, did enough. But now promising enough. See if we can split him. Just get them 2 drives and move it on fringes. And Dave King goes off and Basil Richards comes on. Golden fades, ball out. Arnold in from full-back, took by opposite number Colley. There's August from dummy half. Brought to ground. Sorry, we're hanger. Here comes Richards for first touch. Lloyd wrestles him to ground. And here comes Sturms, runs straight and strong, not biggest lad, but runs strong. Oh, Russell got some dummy half as we a bit lax at play the ball there. Good job he slipped. Sniper got him. Last tackle, Goulding. Little kick out top. Lloyd should get to that. Oh, he's let it bounce. Picked up with Simpson. Wittenberg. Ballsy. Ball gone forward. Ballsy read it and got in there. Oh no, but Cass let ball bounce. You can't do that. Bounce straight back up to Huddersfield, man. Here comes Colley. Lockers brings it to ground. The assassin. Claw going across. Richards takes him to ground. Cass move it left quick. It's Frank Farmer coming on the charge. Stugs Richards off. Still Frank. Can't on him. Oh, ball's gone back. Picked up. Here comes Gavin. Oh, Arnold's got the pace. Arnold's giving it outside. Danny Hodge still going. Flicked it back in field. Got to do it because they're going in touch. They want to cast man backing up nicely. Super break from Gavin. Got Diesel for flopping. 3 penalties to 0. But Gavin, Darnell get it outside and going to take him in touch. We want a man backing him up, kid. Try on begging. Back should have been up there. Or a centre, or a winger, or anybody. Goes through one. Field. Richards, Basil, goes straight. Lloyd's up to task. Jack Russell. Moving it long. Oh, that's a knock on. Come forward. Come on, Cass, get your out together. Should be jumping this lot. Wittenberg put it to ground. Let him feed to Cass. Frank Farmer slow to get to scrum again, but he's been devastated Brocken field runner so far. Frank. Ball out. Here comes Colley. Straight at Arnold. Brings him to ground. Hatchett. Side at Packwell. Steps inside. Oh. Field and Russell in there. So there's 2 Russells in opposition, direct opposition towards direct opposition. Match it to Diesel. Diesel straight at Russell. Brought to ground. Frank Farmer again. Frank back inside of Colley. Good ball, Frank. Oh, Colley just hanging on to his shirt. Couldn't get ball away. Watching it, referee. Going to be a penalty to Cass. Wittenberg's got in on Colley. Superb ball from Frank Farmer. Frank Farmer splitting them for fun, is Frank. Just hung on again to Colley's shit. What's Cass going to do here? Looks like Wolsey going to tell him to go for 2. And he does. That's what he's going to do. That'll better from Cass, but there's gaps all over. We just need some second fares backing up, I reckon. Plenty of breaks being made, but just not that support player with him. could have a field there, finishing them off. So can we get a Brucey bonus? As Jack the Blob goes off and Radar comes on. I think it'll be his first Super League game, this Radar. Played a pre-season friendly at Headingley. The big game then. Gavin kicks that one, so it's Huddersfield Giants 10, Cass Tigers forward. About 27 minutes gone. So Cass to kick off. Well, is Gavin going to get the game underway? So here comes Gavin, gets game underway. Straight to Goulding, Goulding off low to Wittenberg. Wittenberg trying to get to 22. Just does that as Dobby makes his first contribution. Coming down short side. Field, the assassin flattens him. Russell to Fielden, Jamie Fielden. We've got Jamie Fielden, Jamie Fielden. And he gets brought to ground. Switching play. Here comes Richard, straight into the assassin, flattens him. Big Richie on top. Wittenberg again. Taking it up. Frank Farmer makes good tackle, taking him back. He's uploaded to Chris Orr out at back door. Should be no way for him to go as Diesel goes high. Gets under his tackle as last tackle comes up. Bobby Goulding for kick as Viva Brad chases up. Wellesley will feel that. Does. Here comes Wellesley again. Bring it away. Good chase up Huddersfield. Well feeling Wellesley as ever. Here comes Colley. Two-man tackle. Dobby goes some dummy half. Lloyd straightens up. Straight up field. Dobby again switching to Diesel. Diesel straight, strong. Can't get ball away. 3 Huddersfield defenders in there. That's good defence. Big Richie, Big Richie. Trying to run round Sturm. Last towel coming up. Davis gets a kick in. Now then, Arnold should feel that. Want a good chase up, and it's not a good chase from Cass. A laboured chase. As Arnold brings it out. The Claude and Gavin get to him. So Huddersfield going to move it wide. Trying to get wide at Stack. Or back inside of Simpson. Simpson gets brought to ground by Lloyd. Hanger. Dummy half. Ducks under one. Lloyd and Frank Maloney have him. Diesel helps him out top. Russell down short side. Frank Maloney gets to him, brings him to ground, can't get him in touch. So this pinch ball, touch judge right on the spot, Johnny on the spot. That's 4-1. So he's in no hurry to get in touch, finds touch now. So Huddersfield on attack. Wittenberg will cart it up. Radar in there, he gets ball out of 3-man tackle. There comes Field. Danny Orr gets him to ground. Quick play the ball. Russell, Richards run round back inside the field and going nowhere, shouldn't be. Gets brought to ground by Big Richie. Here comes Goulding again. Dab throws come off Cass Man, has he deemed he played that, or is Arnold coming forward? Wellesley gets to him. What's he get as does he get first tackle? Here comes Goulding to Sturm. Kick through, good kick. It's going to go touching dead, but no big space there. You can tell. As here comes Lloyd. But Richards takes him to ground. Dobby comes from dummy half, makes good run, does Radar. Quick play of the ball needed. Diesel finds Beaver Brad to Gavin. Frank Farmer. Frank on a charge. Go on, big Frank. Oh, what the best pass picked up by... Oh, and he's lost ball. So it's going to be Castleford Pearl. Russell fielded it on this side from a back pass from Frank, and then he's copped a shot and he's tried to get ball away, and it's going to be Castleford Pearl. So another big run again from Frank. He's taking a drink. Just hold on again, but been devastating his first 30 minutes. Big Frank. Ball out, Gavin. To the assassin. Oh, Arnold just does it up to take him. As the assassin trying to get it outside. Gavin August, some dummy half. Brought to ground. Cass fans wanted a penalty for that legging on. Big Richie stepping back inside, runs a good angle, looking to offload, can't. Brought to ground finally. Cass get a penalty again. Messing about, going for 2. So could put us within 2. Volsey makes his presence felt and points to Sticks. So how long we had? About 33 minutes on Morgan's watch. Can put it within 10-8. Plenty of player for. I think there's going to be some gaps appearing in this second half. It's a bit warm out there. Big Frank causing havoc out wide. So here comes Gavin then. Should bob this one over. Can he make it 10-8? Cass fans will soon tell you, behind them Sticks. That's where they're all housed. And there's plenty, I'll tell you. Made the short journey down motorway. And he's missed it. No, it's bad miss. So we're going to have to drop out from 22. Go on, Cash, face it up. We've got a big boot on him, is Bobby. Big trying to kick it as deep as he can. It's a flapper, as Eddie used to say. Gavin Fields offloaded. Collie running across. It's brought to ground by Orenanger. Coit. Lloyd, Russell stood waiting for him. Pulled his leg. Referee don't pick it as Frank Farmer comes back in field. Got slow to Lloyd. Lloyd to Archie, long ball to Wellesley. Wellesley outside of his man. Can I get outside of Simpson? Does well to keep in field, I say. Here comes Diesel on a charge. Diesel flying up. Good tackle, I say. Viva Brad looking for kick. Oh, it's play on. That's back to Warner's. Big Richie carting forward. Charge down. Left hand side, Cass. Oh, come to Big Frank on this side. Wide on the other side. Big Frank carting it forward again. Can't put him down. Still going. Big Frank devastating today's. Radar comes down short side. The assassin to the claw. The claw brought to ground by Cheetham. Radar down short side is same, but no down there for Kidd. Cash moving it long. Gavin, long ball to Viva Brad. Long ball to Lloyd to Frank Maloney. Frank Maloney step. Frank Maloney's going to score. Good step, Frank Maloney. Just a simple inside ball from Frank Maloney. From Lloyd to Frank Maloney. Frank stepped. Shelton Pears got over outside of Arnold to make it 10 apiece. That's what Cass deserved, as Frank Farmer's having a blow down here, but he's done some devastating running. His first half as Frank. Francis Mahokey, he says. Bloke got hokey cokey fell out. It's Maloney, old cock. Here comes Gavin, slapped down on touchline side. Still I've seen him kick these afore. Big Cass level. The set scoreboard's not working today. So here comes Gavin, slap bang up touchline. This will be a Brucey bonus. Here comes Gavin. Straight side for him. Struck it well enough. Nice, pulled it into side at post, so it's 10 apiece, all to play for. Cass just got to tighten the defence up. We'll get all the score points, tell it up. So here comes Bruce's bonus, going to kick off. In about 4 minutes to half time. Gavin kicks it deep. Goulding will field, offload to Wittenberg. Wittenberg coming forward again. Lloyd meets him. Taking him back is Hatchett. Ball's gone to ground. Ware play on, but oh, that's a knock on, sir, but he can't get it. The drop ball on the floor, he can't get knocked on. The Sturm comes forward out of Brad's challenge, but Big Richie has him. Russell goes some dummy half. Lloyd picks him up. Good marker defence from Lloyd. Goal into Fielden. Fielden straight to Frank Farmer. Brought to ground. Danny round his ankles. Short side off. Up kick. Now then it's good kick. He's got him a chase. The claw. Oh, gets to it. Going to try and run. Comes inside Arnold, but Cheetham gets to him. Good chase back as Colley goes some full back. Arnold and Lockers bring him to ground. Radar gets picked up by Marker. The Assassin. Wells' short ball coming for a bit of action. Cass struggling to get out of this own red zone, and Lloyd takes it up, carts it up, last tackle coming up. Here comes Viva Bradford kick, kicked into space again, and there's plenty of space. It's a good kick again, not best chase again, as finally gets up there, picks up Cheetham, but Viva Brad's got there, that's good, and the Assassin on top. Now then Cass, keep him in here if we can. Oh, got obstructed there, did the Assassin, he played ball numbered there, and Cheetham obstructed the Assassin as he went to try and pick it up. Ref didn't pick it. Comes Richards. Good tackle, Lloyd and Big Richie. Far side, Field. Knocked down. Russell again. Offloads to Big Basil. Basil. Daft Brush gets brought to ground. Oh, Goulding. Oh, well met to Sturm, but gets ball away. Micey Goulding running across park. Let him run across. Don't come out of your line. Well done. Frank Maloney. Big Richie, good chase. Last tackle. Russell will kick out to dummy half. As Wellesley fields it again as ever. Coming in field. Trying to run round Anger, can't. Coy gets to him. And is it Wellesley? Coy's at, I don't know if Wittenberg dropped on him, whatever. Morgie missed that, but Gavin's having a little word with ref. He gets up. Looks all right, does Wellesley. He's cast it all in a bunch. Huddersfield taking advantage of the referee not being 10 yards back as here comes Colley, carts it forward. Diesel ploughing up. Lost his buoyet. Here comes Viva Brad, back inside Big Frank. Big Frank having to boss through, make oil because there's no oil here. There comes Viva Brad, whoa, set the Assassin up there, but the Assassin gets out of Locker's tackle, does superbly well. Ball's come off Huddersfield man, Cheetham, Cass and Pill. Now then Cass. Is it time before half time? Just a couple of minutes on clock. Can we get in front just before half time? The Assassin did well here. What best ball from Viva Brad? Fielding goes off, Berry comes on. The junior Berry, not the elder Berry, and here comes Claw, Mr. Grumpy. Colley powers up. Richards meets him. Oh, good hit. Coy gets on it. That first tackle. Golding, going to try and move it long. Russell, looking for gap. Frank Farmer brings the ground, but gets ball away. Does Russell as Wittenberg gets brought to Brown. Radar Brown ankles. Moving it wide. Oh, back inside to Sturm. Sturm, this time clamp ball at it. Berry for first touch. Big Richie has him. Fourth tackle. Bobby Golding running across again. Let him run across. Lockers. Go tackle the Assassin. Golding was looking for kick now. Gives it to Hall. Dab it through. Now he don't. Keeps running. Keeps hard off lows to Russell. Good defence. Big Richie and the Assassin. Last tackle coming up. There goes fine low to it. As he gets kicking. Now then, that could be interesting. Got balls, Shaw now then. That Ulter went before he played the ball. And Castle won't be happy about that. Nicholson's way of play on. Golding's kicked and Simpson's got up. Get him, but I tell you what, when you look at replay, that Ulter gone before he'd actually played the ball. Huddersfield profited from kick. Odiporno Wellesley stuck out there on his own and his failed that kick was scored, but Morgie rings. That was definitely half time before he kicked it. Watch that again on video. They put Huddersfield in front, slap back on half time. Now Castle got it all to do second half. Golding's a chance to make it 16. This will be last action at half. But that Ulter definitely gone. Oh, that bloke that played the ball. So here comes Golding. He's kicked one in a similar position early on in game. Struck it well enough, kicked it. So Huddersfield 16-10. So Cass have got it all to do second half. But Morgan thinks plenty of points to come. But Cass still get away with this. Morgan sounding off, save for second half. Well, in the second half then, both teams are at Huddersfield 16-10 in front. Cass got it to chase. But get the act together, good defence, I think, score plenty of points still. It's like Jack Russell's got limping badly as he takes his place off bench. There comes Gavin to kick off, straight at Golding, will find Wittenberg. Owen Turner trying it out at 22. Big Frank meets him and Big Richie. Russell, Sturm, brought to ground. Radar in there. Field. Still got ball away, tackle. That's what they've been doing in first half for Huddersfield. Cass hasn't clamped that ball. Cheatham coming away, gets brought to ground. Radar again and Big Richie. Gone to Golding for kick. So he kicks it, turns Mr. Grumpy. Goes touching there, lets it go, so it'll be 20 yard in, 10 yard front line. Heading ball to Cass. Not in a hurry to get to scrum. So Gavin Finn's collie runs it hard, and Sturman at pack well, brings it to the ground. Hatchet wide, hangs on to the ball, shows dummy. Richards takes him to the ground. Coyte's in there. Oh, a mile offside is Russell as Lloyd carts it up. Cash fancy out, get him on side. Here comes Diesel. Russell again, right ankles. Radar goes from dummy half. Makes good scoot. Last tackle coming up. Viva Bradford kick as Goulding comes to him. Straight down Simpson's throat. Takes it. Straight at Radar, who brings it to the ground. Russell does well to bring handle on the ball. Well, that's not the best play of the ball you'll ever see, as Cheetham gets brought to ground by Big Richie and the Assassin, and Assassin's going to get penalised for one over the top. So Huddersfield going to get a penalty. Goulding and Finn touch on that far side. And here comes Wittenberg. Brought to ground. Radar in again. Number 17, Berry. Bounces off Frank. Frank gets to him. Big Richie to finally bring him to ground. Oh, that's a forward pass. Richards hasn't picked it. Moving it wide, far side. Goulding run round. Handling from full back. Oh, the Assassin just hangs on, does enough. Hanging from dummy half. Can't get over. Last tackle coming up. Goulding for kick across top again. Straight at Wellesley. Oh, ball bounce. Oh, they're going to score. Oh, made a ball of chalk of that. Bounced off Wellesley. Horse picked it up. Scored it corner. Huddersfield 18-10 up. Sorry, 20-10 up. Cass chasing game now. Poor communication there. If you look at the video, it's Frank Maloney and Wells. Whether they both got in each other's road there. Familiar play from Goulding. Ball's bounced kindly for Chris Horse. Scored. Cass fans quiet up that far stand. Not a late lot to shout about at the moment, as Sykes looks like it's going to come on as a replacement. Now Goulding. It's coming on for Big Richie. Goulding just pulls it across face. That's 20-10. Cass got it all to those. Sykes replaces Big Richie. So here comes Goulding. Is that going to go touching dead? He does well. Lets it go in touching dead, does Mr. Grumpy. So Cass get a penalty. Halfway line, a welcome penalty and all. Right then, Cass. Shake out of this lethargy. Viva Brad going to Finn touch on this side. Good kick, gains 15. There's Yobik, which is on. Straight to Nat. So Yobik's on. Gavin. Back inside Viva Brad to Frank. Huddersfield read that one. Nobody went to line with ball. Diesel going to line but gets brought to ground. Viva Brad. Danny, oh, selling dummy. Nah, then Cass. The ubiquitous. Viva Brad, Archie to outside. Frank Maloney. Goulding hanging on, oh, just can't get away. Last towel coming up. Before Bradford kick. Now then, there's a space there. It's gone wide again. Now then, Wells gets up. Well, can he? Yes, Wells has got over and scored. Wells has scored. Wells has scored. He's got one back as Kidd. Exactly the same. Other end, Kidd's got up. Superb kick from Davis. Now put Cass back in contention. Huddersfield Giants 20, Cass 14. Still plenty of football to go in this game. Cass just can't string football together. Here comes Gavin. He's pulled it again to the left, so it's still 20 points to 14. Cass 6 points down. So that Huddersfield get down our end, that Bobby Golding will be looking for a 1 point cushion to give him a 7. Well, Cass, vital we get next score. Kicks off, Golding to Wittenberg. We've seen this all there. Wittenberg straight. Assassin in there. Brings him to ground. Hurt him and all was the Assassin. Don't worry, Cock, you're not first, you're not be last. Kite. No, it was Sturm right first time. Oh, Pope played the ball. What's he get? No, it's going to be strummed down, is it? Cass Edenpill. No, it is. Pope played the ball. So, Cass benefit from referee's decision there. Wittenberg looks a bit groggy. Comes to take his position. Welcome to Wolsey Oakcock. Arching it back at part ubiquitous. Weaver Brad. Well tackled from Chris Orr. The Assassin, dummy half. Runs out of dummy half. Gets picked up by markers. Orr and Coit. Comes Lloyd off low to Frank Maloney. Frank Maloney stepping back inside. Brought to ground. Gavin finds Weaver Brad. Moves it long to ubiquitous. Now a good ball to Colley. Colley, can I get outside of Wittenberg? Back inside to the Claw. The Claw going a diagonal inside run. Gets brought to ground. Promising Cass. Weaver Brad again. Mr. Assassin out of Gavin. Gavin outside. Gavin's going to score. Gavin's got outside. Got outside of Chris Orr. And Richards. Gavin scored. One long ball. Ubiquitous and Weaver Brad and Gavin were able to get on the outside of his opposite number, Chris Orr, to score. So bring Cass within 2. So it's Huddersfield 20, Cass 18. Goal kick this time with Weaver Brad. Now then, Weaver Brad. Cass goal kick has put us behind so far because it's we'll score more tries than them. Here comes Weaver Brad. Can he bob it over? Oh, it's just as bad. So Cass going to have to get there with tries at the moment. So it's Huddersfield 20, Cass 18, all the play for. I think Frank Maloney will have it next goal. Come on, Cass, put it together. Big Frank's been quiet, started saying there. Come on, Frank. Wittenberg's gone off after that challenge from Wolsey, I'll tell you. King comes on for him, and Wolsey straight away brings it to ground. Laughlin comes out of marker. Brought to ground. 3 Cass defenders in there. Field, straight up and down. Brought down, Diesel and Gavin. Basil Richards. Goat tackle. Nat Sykes low. Lloyd up at top. Lost ball. Frank Farmer's telled him. Got it. Richards lost ball now. Then Cass. Touch you learn on this near side to me. Good attacking position. Big hit from I think Nathan Sykes were in there. Now then. Viva Brad. The assassin outside. Arnold takes him. Plays more quick, Viva Brad. Back inside, Hatchett, straightening up. Offloads to the assassin. Gets out of one, offloads to Lloyd. Gets in the red zone. Now then, Cass. The assassin down short side. Oh, good angle from. Oh, Gavin Orr's going to score on the post. Hatchett switchblade to the assassin. Superb short pass to Gavin Orr. Brucey bonus on the post. Sure, they'll kick this one. Riley put Cass in front his first 5 minutes. We've got that try. Been trailing ever since. Well, Gavin's gone on the H's for his second try. Viva Brad going to try and bump extras on. So that's put Cass 22-20 in front. Now then, can we keep it up? That's been the problem. Tend to do enough and then go to sleep. So Viva Brad trying to put us 4 up. And they kick that one. Oh, that's Huddersfield 20, Cass 20 forward. So Morgan Egg about 15 minutes second half gone. Still plenty of points to come, I think. Gavin to kick off. Gavin pointing somewhere. Don't know what that was about. Goulding waited the field. Julie goes straight to him. Dave King this time. Lloyd runs across and Lloyd brings it to the ground. Well, Cash will be on high now. Simpson gets ball out in tackle. Jamie Field, the assassin, brings him to the ground. Simpson coming in from wing. Brought to ground. Cheetham, the other winger. Good tackle again, Lloyd. That's good defence, Cass. Sturm. Hatchett takes him man and ball. Good tackle. Last tackle, that's good defence, Cass. Russell for kick. Wells will feel that straight to him. Does. Russell chases his own kick, brings Wellesley to the ground. Dunch. Wellesley gets out of 1-2. Wellesley still going. Well done, Wellesley. Strong run. Well done, Cock. Cock might have got a penalty there all over him as Diesel, still Diesel pumping. Now then, Cass. All offside, straight in front of the referee's boat race. Should go for 2 here. Surely, go for 2. Viva Brad's going to entrusted with it. Trying to put Cass 6 up. Now that's Wells does well there. Field of Butterwell. Morgan thought Russell had him, but he got out of 1, he got out of 2, and he got over halfway line. Morgan thought he could have a penalty there with all of Wellesley, but never got one for offside. So goalkeeping hasn't been a strong suit today. These should go over these type of kicks. There comes Viva Brad. What? 25, 28 yards. Just outside at post. Kicked it. So that's Viva Brad bobs that one over. So here comes Brucey. Kicks it at Goulding. Goulding has to go back. Richards takes it. Sorry, King. King gets brought to ground. Assassin in there again. The claw. Cheetham gets out of 2. Diesel gets to him. Lost ball. Scrum down. Cheetham lost ball. Chalard and Cass. Well, he's getting Huddersfield head and pill, has he? Can't do that, surely. That's Baffle Morgie. He's had a word with Golding. Sorry, Russ. Had a word with captain. Something got up there. Don't agree with decision. Mr. Nicholson said, come here. Now then. Had a word with skipper Russell. So it's Casshead and Pill. Ubiquitous to feed. Ubiquitous fins. Viva Brad. Zanger's stuck waiting for Maloney. Not a lot he could do there. Maloney goes down short side, Frank. Stuck by Richards. Hatchett, good step. Back into it, offload to Frank Maloney. Frank Maloney looking offload. Takes tackle. Gavin Hort, Viva Brad to Frank Farmer. Forward pass Shouter for not given. That side's coming for a charge, is he? That side of as Danny August other way. Ubiquitous to Hatchett puts ball on the ground. Should have took that. Come on, run angle here. Ball's on the ground, so it's Huddersfield head and Pill. So pull into that sequence of 6. 3,791 Speckies. There's 1,500 from Cass. From Simpson. Colley's in there. Archie down at pack. There comes Orr. Steps one, Frank, but Viva Brad gets to him to bring him to the ground with a copybook tackle. Sturm again. Sorry, it's Coit. He cuts a Coit hanger from Diesel. Got Cass offside this time. Quick tap from Coit. Got some pace. Had a run round Hatchett. Can't. Russell down short side. Assassins alert to it to bring it to ground. Cheetham. Good chase from Hatchett to bring him to ground from Marker. Golding running across. Give us somebody coming out on his line. This time it's Lloyd. Don't come out of your line, Cass. Oh, to Richards. Richards offload to Laughlin. Laughlin just short at line. Maloney just takes him. Simpson. Ball's gone back. Brought to ground. Last tackle, handover. Wrong man in wrong position there, Simpson. As here comes Gavin Orr, darting out of Marker. A big game, Danny. Wellesley. Run from dummy half. Run straight, but get it took back. Berry and Fielden. Or Field, should I say. Here comes Nat Sykes. Huddersfield lad. Not making any progress. Lloyd is Cass struggling to get out of the own 22. Moving along on that far side, Cass. Viva Brad. Short ball, Hawes buying none. Last all coming up. Here comes Gavin for kick. Gets his kick in, straight down. Sat nice for Arnold. It's not a back kick from Gavin as Arnold comes. Good chase up, Hatchett in there. The Ubiquitous. This will be first tackle, Cheetham. Trying to step inside, gets brought to ground. Eventually. Coit. Another that today, back runner was easily dealt with. Russell running out that today, back inside. Laughlin. Oh, turn finds Coit. Coit gets brought to ground. Berry. Straight forward through Ubiquitous. Frank Farmer brings it to ground as Ubiquitous gets back. Golding running across. Arted, Laughlin, well tackled. He gets ball away. Oh, well done. The ubiquitous straight in on Coit. Took him well. Last tackle, golden foot kick. Straight at Wellesley. Takes it well. Well done, Wellesley. Did well that time, the kid. Frank Maloney on a dummy half. Going across. Get it out wide. Cass. Mile offside, if far side at centre. Claw trying to use it to his advantage. Still going is the Claw. Finally brought to ground. Cass got to move it right. Moving it left. Lloyd bounces off one. Simpson brings it to ground. Beaver Brad is offside, that man. Don't pick it, don't referee. Lloyd goes from dummy half, last tackle. Ball away, gets a kick in, does Beaver Brad. Golden picks up. Back inside of Cheetham. Falls in a tackle. Gavin takes a bit of a knock. Huddersfield moving it. Hager. Diesel gets back and takes him, though he nearly took ball off him and all. Proud pressure from Huddersfield, moving it out wide. Sternway run now with Laughlin. Oh, well picked up. Far side, Cheetham. Oh, Gavin gets in between, but he's knocked on. So it's going to be a set of six, another set of six. Bobo's trying to come back on. But Castle, lots of space out that far side, away from me. That Cheetham with a mile offside, if he uses it to his advantage. Barton on for Cheetham. Fancy headgear. So another set of six for Huddersfield. Chris Orr moving it to Lockers. Finds Chris Orr again back inside it. Arnold. Well policed there. Colin Beaver Brad. Richards. Good tackle Sykes. Golden again. Long ball. Back inside. Arnold nowhere for him to go. It's Acid and Frank Farmer's in there. Russell down dummy half, down short side, Lockers, tackle just short. King, off Low Street. Oh, that's a knock on. Then Frank Maloney, has he got the legs? Frank Maloney's having a go, can he go, Frank Maloney? Can he go, Frank Maloney, can he go? Yes he can, can he go to the post? What a magnificent score there, Frank Maloney. Knock on from Matt Stern down there. Frank Maloney's picked up, or somebody picked up and onto him. He showed rare pace. He's got a well, he must have gone 100 yards. Because he's got across field, they couldn't get to him. One of the two-piece speedsters, Coit were chasing him, Barton were chasing him. And then he's had the presence of mind and the fitness to go back on the course. What a magnificent score, that's best score at day. He did a long range try at St Helens last week. That's 30 points to 20. So here comes Beaver Brad. Trying to make it 32. Morgan Eggs another 13 minutes to go. And he does, so it's 32, what we scored last week, 32 again. So that's Huddersfield Giants 20, Cass 32. Morgan Eggs about 13 minutes, plus any stoppage time. Magnificent try, Frank, get a big hand from Cass fans. Deep kick again, straight at King this time, now then, Dave King. Bumps to Hatchett. Is it Hatchett and all? Hatchett's shoulder. Referee stops game. Sees him in pain. With his shoulder there, did Hatchet. So ref stop game. Still writhing about Hatchet on floor. Gets up, he's hanging his shoulder a bit there. Supposed to hit his shoulder. Miles is having Taylor's play on to the referee. Here comes Basil. Daft as a brush. Richards. Brought to ground. Boo-boo. Field straight up and down. Gets 3 Castleford defenders in. Again that time. Berry. Good tackle. Boo-boo. Big Rich is back on. Golden Fox kick. Kicked it over. Collie and the claw. We'll have to get to it, and Collie does. Put to down by Cheetham, is it? Mr. Grumpy. Trying to go round. Russell can't. Big Richie, Big Richie. Big Richie, sidestepping, swerving. Still going. There's a wasp up here trying to sting Morgie out that way. Here comes Diesel, Diesel on the charge. Guns it all, through, Diesel. Offload to Beaver Brad. Ball to ground by Barton in fancy egg here. Gavin Horsell dumbing goes, Gavin. Oh, just gets picked to ground by King. All offside in front of ref as Sykes comes forward. Sykes beats one, makes good run. Last tackle coming up. Right hand side, Cass. Get to the assassin outside, right hand side. Move it, Beaver Brad. And he is doing. They're going outside of Russell, back inside the assassin. The assassin to double, who's on double, kicks it down, and the claw's going to score. The claw scored. He's going to give him offside. He's going to give him offside. He's going to give him offside. I saw referee run to the thing. He's going to give him offside. So it's no try. Good thinking from Radar. Mr. Grumpy thought it scored. Golden Finch touch. Cass. Better defence at the moment. Sykes doing the defensive work. First tackle. Basil Richards. Diesel and Big Richie bringing it down. Dave King offloads. Oh, straight to Sturm. Runs strong and hard. Gets brought to ground. Pity one a bit bigger, that kid. Here comes Adams, fresh player on. Bobby Goulding, short ball, back inside Basil. The ubiquitous gets to him, brings it to ground. Here comes Russell again. Now at Laughlin, well done the assassin. Should be cast ball that. Play on. No, it ain't. Well, I can't speak. Give him another 6. I want to knock on. If it won't cast ball, I can't speak. Better get brought to ground. Surely that will cast ball as Laughlin lost it. Here comes Orr. Back inside Sturm. Go up, Towel. Bobo. Radar in there as well. Guy Adams will duck. Duck this Divine Morgan. He's only seen him once. Goldie running across field. Run round with. Now they're looking for Lockers. Lockers. Go up, tackle far side. Morgan's man at match. Danny Orr. Brucey bonus. Here comes Adams again. Duck again. That's the ball 3 times. Duck 3 times. Last tackle coming up. Now the weak cast weak on that far side. Golding moving it. Oh, the assassin gets here. Makes tackle. Good defence, Cass. Gavin Orr, Morgan's man at match, and the assassin making the tackle. Better tackle in this second half from Cass. Collie runs around King. Adams gets him to ground. Sykes takes it up. Good tackle from Basil. The ubiquitous. Stepping, ducking, diving. Makes 10. Here comes Diesel. Diesel showing dummy. Oh, can he offload? He does to Beaver Brad to Radar. Radar like an hot 80. Radar still going. Still Radar. Good run, Radar. Last tackle coming up. Short side. Viva Brad does a swivel and a spin and gets a kick in, ball in touch. So Cass happy to play clock down. Good kick, Viva Brad. So it's Huddersfield and Pill. So Bobby Goulding, Tor, looking for Barton inside, dummies. Colley gets to him and Viva Brad brings him to ground. Copybook tackle. Barton will run off from dummy half. Typical winner. Gets tucked to ground. Big Frank hasn't been as devastating with his run in second half. Adams gets tucked to ground. Here comes Basil. Runs straight. Oh, goes straight through Bobo. Good tackle, ubiquitous. Straight through Bobo's tackle. Bobby Goulding for kick. It's come off Cassman. It's going to sit up nicely for King. Should be last tackle coming up. Ball play, Cassman. Good decision, Mr. Nicholson. Coming down short side. Ball's got straight in touch under the assassin challenge. Berry's thrown it to Tushud. He didn't even bother to take it, so it'd be hand over to Cass. Last tackle that far side. Not been a rush to bring it into to play. Here comes Mr. Grumpy. Brought to ground. There comes Frank Farmer. Frank, down there, Frank. Good. Oh, good tackle on Frank there. Madams. Diesel. Brought to ground. Adams again and Russell. A bit Diesel. Radar. Good, strong and hard. The ubiquitous in dummy half. Cass just playing clock out here. It's Gavin. Gets a good kick, got a good chase and all. Cheatham's going to have to field, is it? Oh, he goes in touch. So just over 5 minutes and injury time to play. Cass playing percentage football, trying to force a mistake down in at red zone if they can. Keeping a good line and a good defence, which has been notable last 35 minutes, but won't notable in first 45. Spirited Huddersfield performance after last week's tubbing again Leeds. Shown plenty of character, spirit, Huddersfield today. Goulding, kick, chase. Now, no one's got pace. Wells, can he get to it? Wells gets to it first as Arnold couldn't get to him as Barton brings it to ground. Wells, he does well again. Trying to get up, play ball. Wait, let him. Here comes Colley. Plenty of spoiling tactics from Huddersfield today. Ligged on us, kept us down, played offside. Mr. Nicholson has been all offside again as sides come forward. Not been keen on offside and ligging on. Radar goes some dummy half. Fetched the ground by Basil. Daft as a rush. Frank Farmer, ubiquitous. Good ball, has come off Huddersfield man, so he's got to go back and pick it up as Frank Maloney. Frank going across. Offloads to Gavin Hall, best pass to the assassin. Lockers meets him. Thanks very much, Gavin, he says, does balls in, but he gets a good kick in. Good kick again from Gavin. Morgan's Baramak. Had a good game as Gavin. Brucey bonus. Good game, Brucey. Good game. So as I say, just here, there's about 3 minutes to go. So it looks like Cass going to take the two, which didn't look that way just after half time. So, going to win next week against London at home to cement 6th spot. It hasn't been the best game in the world. But once they've realised they were in for hard afternoon, they've done the stupid second half as Cass. Oh, good hit from Colley. Ben Barton gets took down easily by Bobo. Radar. Oh, to Goulding, moving it out to Joe Berry. Joe Berry, Diesel has him. Russell, dangerous dummy half runner. Offloads to, well met. The assassin again. Sykes. Berry again. Brought to ground, and then he lost that as well. Not picked up. Goulding for kick. Kicked at Wellesley. Ryant kicked at Colley. So Colley's going to have to pick it up. Does. 1, 2, 3, 4 Huddersfield players in there. Barton's first. King second. Still wrestling with him. That's been a thing at day. Went able to get a quick play of the ball on them. Was Wellesley meets a big challenge from Basil. The ref's been very lax on legging on today's Sykes and offside. Been stood in our line many a time. Boo. That clock, that short side, boo. The ubiquitous Viva Brad, back inside Diesel. Diesel goes through Brad, very good. Go on Diesel, straight man, where's he going? Up low to Wellesley, good ball, Wellesley, Northern Ireland trying him inside. Little kick over, one best kick in the world. I think took wrong option there, did Wellesley. I think bent inside on, looking at Wellesley, but good run from Diesel, back took well from Wellesley, but the end products weren't what they wanted. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 cast players on the inside, probably better off passing it inside to teammate, see what they could do with it, but so it's Huddersfield, head and pill at scrum. Goulding, Darren Simpson, try scorer, gets brought to ground. Beaver Brad and Colley, as Ubiquitous goes to full-back. Guy Adams ducking again, Frank brings it to ground. Sturm still going, met by the assassin again, Nat Sykes. Who's whipped out as he come on. Russell, moving it to Goulding. Goulding, oh, forward pass to Lachlan. Ball knocked on, mile forward, so Cass a chance here to put the icing on the cake if we can. But we're not going to get full of pass, I'll tell you. But he's knocked it on as Lockers, so good attacking position here for Cass. So Radar's had a word, Radar loose forward. Let's see what the move going off here. So here comes Ubiquitous. Ubiquitous looking for gap. Back inside the assassin, Good ball, good run. There goes the final Luton, the last minute of the game. It has been best game here at McAlpine Stadium, far as Cass concerned. But they come away with the 2 points, 32 points to 20 win. The last 35 minutes has been a professional performance. Bit sloppy in first 45. Watch it all again tomorrow. Morgie sounding off. See you in the last game against the Broncos.